Especially, I'm very happy to be here on this conference on subject recycling and sustainability of packaging materials. This is the subject you can speak, there is no time, actually anything you can speak on this subject because today it is a concern for our nation as well as globally people are concerned to this, particularly about this packaging usage. If you see today, from the morning to evening, especially, we always see people are start with any material carrying with the polythene bag. People are using plastic. People are using glass. These are all the packaging materials, even though we are all educated, even though there is an awareness on this, what is the impact on this for the environment we are all living. If you don't take any action, it is going to kill us. Today if you take in the 4 parameters like, as an individual, what is our responsibility? Knowingly, wherever you go, we ask for certain things, they give it in the polythene bag. Wherever you go to the supermarket, they give it in the polythene bag. Whatever the products you buy, that will come in the plastic. We'll all get and then we'll throw into the dustbin, which is going to the really impact to, even though we never think as an individual, why can't we carry any jute bag? It is not a big work for us. We are all majority having cars. People are using vehicles, scooters, motorcycles. Carrying one bag, we never think. If you carry a bag, ask them to put into this, once again use it, you can recycle it. Recycling is 2 parts. One is recycling of our bag several times. Recycling of our thrown material go into that, recycling back into the same bag. There's a lot of difference. If you start using this recycling, there is no any contamination to the environment. We never think. We never spend even 2 minutes. We never educate our children. We never educate the people who cannot understand this concern. The similar way, if you see the next responsibility on the industry, what we generate as scrap, that will go into some industry, they start recycling back to the same bag by purification. Most of the people may not be knowing technically, any polythene bag, any plastic, if you start recycling back, what is the impact, what it is going to give that impact to the human being, most of the people may not be knowing this. What carcinogenic impurities can generate through this recycling, no one is aware. Still, we are happy to carry these polythene bags, and then we always ask for that, why can't you give some small bag to carry this? It is unfortunate, even then today, so much awareness is there, still people never spend time on this. This is, all of us is responsible to that. The third one is, definitely government has to play important role here by putting a stop usage of this forcefully or by giving us some type of awareness through any common channels or TV. Today, if you see the TV, if you go to the theater, they never show any this type of education to the public. These are all required to educate common men, and definitely it is not required to educate as people like whoever is educated. Definitely people have to understand the reality into this. This is what it is going to really help us to make sure we can protect our environment. The last one is the colleges. It is not like that is required. Packaging is some education with the college where they have to educate the people. It is required from the day one. There must be some type of education about our environment, what should be our usage of this, whatever that recycling materials, it should be known. What he rightly said, he has seen certain things were thrown from the car, and these are all certain examples. It can give them some type of, if you go to that any institute, they give this type of test cases. These are all to be educated to these children, to that people who are not known about this, and then we should practice this who knows this. I tell you one small example. I went to Kenya last year. I'm coming in the car. The front there is a bus is going on. Bus is going. School children. One child thrown only that plastic cup from the bus. I surprised. My car driver crossed that bus, stopped the bus, then taken out this cup, went there, and he spoke to that child. This is not fair. This is an animals. Here you cannot throw anything like this. You see, he's a Kenya. The fellow is a driver. He may not be much educated, but still he is concerned to that. When he is concerned in that type of direction, then we are all actually educated. If you start practicing, if you educate the people, if you stop here today, it is not like that we have to take an action at the last. Let us take an action in the front. If you start recycling our, whatever the simple way I am talking about, this polythene is the one of the, is the product where it really create carcinogenic impurities to the environment as well as to that our health. I tell you the simple example of this. If anybody use recycled polythene bag, we don't know what exactly is that impurities in this. They are, suppose if you, small example of this, if you buy vegetables or meat, they put it in the polythene bag. We doesn't know what impurities can transfer from polythene bag to this material which we are going to eat, which is going to impact our health. Nobody can assess this, but definitely if all we on one page, this is our responsibility to educate people. We should practice it, we should educate, we should be able to give in some contribution to the society.